Shavua Tov to everyone. Thank you everyone for coming and supporting this shiur Shalom Bayit. I really don't like to give these shiurim because I'm not perfect myself in this area. But when I prepare and I learn, I try to work on myself to become a little better. And I would like to say big thank you to Rabbi Ariel Ilyabayev for sponsoring the shiur. I came with the idea 2 weeks ago. He texted me right away, Rabbi, I want to sponsor it. Thank you. And also...
That was my wife's idea.
Oh yeah? Thank you, Miss Ilyabayev. And special thank you to Pinchas and Avital for supporting the shiur. Hashem should give them bracha v'atzlacha. וכן יהי רצון ונאמר אמן. לעילוי נשמת ברוך בן רוז רוח השם תניחנו בגן עדן. And there should be happy occasions in everyone's houses. Again, one more time. This shiur, usually I give professional shiurim, no smile, no talking, no this, not. Today you will smile a little bit, you will laugh a little bit, because listen, the whole Shabbat you did CCS. Now it's time to rest. What's CCS?
Cook, clean, serve.
Oh, yes. Rebbitzin knows. Cook, clean, serve. You know, you went to the kitchen 75 times over Shabbat. So therefore, it's time now to relax, enjoy a beautiful meal. If you want to take something, pick up something, you can get up anytime. Listen, you're not in the classroom. Feel like your own house, okay? Если туфли будут лететь, я тоже не обижусь. It's fine. So bottom line is, this shiur is made only for one purpose. To make you relax, enjoy, smile. Maybe there's something you want to take for yourself for life, some advice, if you want to. There is, for sure, will be few advisors. Number one, when Hashem created the world, on the 6th-day creation, Hashem says, "Nu, Malachim, I want to create a person." What do you say? This is why? Who needs a person? Why not? Person is full of arguments and fights. Движение janjol. Anything he does, arguments and fights. So don't create a person. Now comes us. We walk in the middle of the street. Do you see people fight and argue every second? No, people walk. Statna, pravin, respectful, honor. People don't argue and fight every second. So why Malachim said people are made to argue and fight every second is not true. The answer is, it is true. But they don't show it in public. In public, people are like a TV show. Make sure, smile. Make sure, say okay, yeah, you're right, I'm wrong. Only in public. But in private, sometimes, someone presses on your button, people start arguing and fighting, things happen. We need to know, before I ask you 3 terrible, scary questions, we need to know 3 parts in creation of a person. Part number 1, when he is born in his parents' house, or she is born in her parents' house. What do your parents do to you when you're born? They take care of you. They give you food, drink, eat, this, that. You sleep, you make mess, they clean after you. You all receive from your parents. Until, could be, the day that you get married. But when you get married, or you start working after finishing college, then you start advertising your business. How your business will be prosperous or successful? The way you give your advertisement. If you give good advertisement, you'll have more clients coming. If your advertisement not so good, then nobody's coming. I feel someone is blocking in the back, they're calling. If you parked in the back, please remove your car. So the second thing is, it's called society. What's society? The way you advertise, this is how you have clients. My father used to give beautiful mashal for this. You come to your neighbor's house. If you tell him, neighbor, you have a ladder over there, please give me a ladder. He's going to say, no, I need it. But if you come, neighbor, Rahmat Kuna, your father was such a big tzaddik. He was such a good man. If anyone needed something, he would do. Every time we pass by your house, we remember your father. For sure, he never died. Do you know? You have a ladder. Can I have for 10 minutes? Of course you can take it. Of course, come. He's going to even bring it to your house. Why? Why? Because you give good advertisement before you asked. You give good preface, good respect, proper approach. Everything in the life is all about approach. How are you approaching the situation? How are you approaching the case? If approach is right, then you're successful. If approach is wrong, then you're not successful. It only works in society. Between father and mother, you have no approach at all. You can't, Papa, give me money. Ma, Johnny the dish. Mama, give my food. Ma, eat. Even though you don't deserve. You make mess, they give you. Mama, bachavot. But this only second stage in person's life called what? Approach. Then there's third stage of person's marriage. What is that? Chonizah, chonisho. When you get married, when you make your parents sick, guys, what do your father, mother say to you? Ale chonizah, bro. Uvidishtam. A woman, chonisho. I want to go vacation. Chonisho. I want this car. Chonisho. Over there. Over here, limits. Okay. So now my question is, when you get married, to which category you are falling into? To the first one, where you don't need to do nothing and everybody's feeding you constantly. Or to the second one, you need to get something, you have to give good approach. This is the question. What is the second part, the third part of person's life? Is there any advice you can, guys?
Depends.
Speak to me.
The first week is Shabbat Bechor. Everything's coming to you. Like you're still like after the wedding kind of.
And afterwards?
And then you have to like preface like you said. You have to.
I'm saying between you and your husband, do you have to do something, or it has to come automatically because you're a spouse? He has to do it because you're a spouse. You have to do it because you're a wife. How does it work? People talk to me. How does it work? The marriage stage is the second stage or the third stage? What is this? What are we holding? Nobody wants to speak? Wow, such a good crowd. Comes Rabbi Akiva, and he has argument with Turnus Rufus. And Rabbi Akiva was on his way to Rufus, stops and says, stop. When you see a poor man, do you have to give tzedakah to him? He says, of course, it's a mitzvah to give tzedakah. It's not mitzvah to give tzedakah? Of course it's a mitzvah to give tzedakah. He says, but you're going against Hashem. How am I going against Hashem? If Hashem decided for this man to be poor, why are you giving him tzedakah? You can't give him tzedakah. Rabbi Akiva gave him, of course, answers, depends. You're a child, you're a servant. Even though you're a servant, you're still a child. When you take Prince, sinned in front of his father says, put him in jail, let him starve one day. Certain servant comes and says, listen, it's Prince, not nice, king's son anyway, so he feeds him. What, king is going to kill him because of this? No, you take care of my son, I'll give you on the side a nice present, So same thing here. Hashem made certain neshama come to this world, work as a beggar to beg, to survive, and you give him tzedakah. Hashem says, I made him this for his kapayat avonot, but you, taking care of him, I'm going to give you your reward. So it's a mitzvah to give tzedakah. Cat, when the cat has baby, it could deliver its baby on its own. Cat could do itself. Chicken goes on the corner, lays an egg, comes back. Woman can't. She feels, call Atzala, call this. Husband, where are you, job? Everything, go home. Take me. Hold my hand. Go to the hospital. Now, until baby is born, 100 sounds. She goes almost there and comes back. Just to have a baby. And what? Nurses are there, doctors are there, hospitals there. Why? Because Hashem said to a person, you will need others. Like man cannot say Kaddish if there's no other 9 people. Woman cannot deliver her own baby if there's no other people. Means Hashem says the world is not perfect for people. For animals, the world is perfect. For people, it's not perfect. You have to come and make it perfect. You have to complete the job. On Shabbat we call makeba patish. You have to do the makeba patish. How? A baby is born. Ooh, baby boy, Mazada. You're still not done until 8th day. Rabbi comes and makes brit milah. Brit milah is done. Now the baby is fully done. He's ready. But who completes the baby? A rabbi, another person. We are in this world. We are here to complete each other. If we're here to complete outside the world, how much more we are here to complete our family members, our spouses, my husband, my wife, my children, my parents. But first, let's emphasize on husband and wife. A man comes to this world, he gets married, he's not completed and she's not completed. They are here in this world to complete each other. This is the reason person is getting married. And how it should be done, not the way a person grows in his parents' house, that he sits and everyone does everything for him. The only way it comes to him or to her, the way the preface is going, the way appreciation is going, the way communication is going, the way smile is going. All this we will discuss today, piece by piece, to put it proper path. Why? Because if I want to move this bima into the side, first I will check it out. How can I lift it? I will learn everything about it. And if I see there is rolls on the bottom, I could roll it over. I don't need to pick it up. So it's easy after I learn it. But if I come from outside and I see this, I will think, oh, I need to be people here. Why? To pick it up from all the corners. But when I come here and I see there's a way to move it, so it's easier. Same thing with life. If you know the system, how man is created and how woman is created, half of your years of marriage, anger and suffering and fighting and not understanding will be gone. Why? Because you will see, this is the system how this person is created. And this is the system how this person is created. And once you know the systems, you will know how to approach it better. You will know how to appreciate it better. And you will understand that there's nothing wrong. The person is not doing anything bad. This is the structure how this person is created. Once you know this, you're a successful person. I'm really sorry because it's getting boring. I want to ask you a dangerous question. You don't want to answer, you don't have to answer. But my Rebbetzin told me, when you're going to ask this question, I'm going to be loud smiling. I don't know what does that mean. Means yes, means no, means yes, no, no, yes. My question is, if Hashem puts in front of you another question right now. Say, hi, Jenny Papa. Would you marry your spouse again? L'chaim, Rebbetzin, L'chaim. Thank you. Следующий, why you still married?
Why are you still married?
Why are you still married?
He's got kids.
These two questions, very important questions. Number one, would you still marry your spouse? Why such a question? Do you know in the world, not everyone, especially after, last 20 years, in the world, in America, some part of Israel, the other parts of the world, there's certain system that people believe that if person lives alone, he's successful or happy, which is fully off. In the world, married couples from 100, let's say from 10 million people, married couples, how many are really happy? How many percentage of marriages are people happy? 10. How many? 15. Guys, you hear what he's saying? Out of 115. And society proves 17%.
Wow, you're close.
17% couples are happy. They say, you know what? Baruch Hashem, I'm happy. I wake up in the morning, I'm happy. I'm married, I'm happy. I'm married to my husband, I'm happy. I'm married to my wife, I'm happy. That is the nachat to Hashem. But now, I want to ask you a second dangerous question in the world. Why is person still married? First reason is children. Second reason, we split bills. I won't be able to pay everything alone. It's too many bills. Ochin Basha Raschot. Third answer, the real answer, we argue, but I have fun being with my husband, being with my wife. I have fun. We argue, that's fun. Sometimes we go to parties, he's acting like fun. That's fun, that makes me laugh. We go shopping, he says to me, on a credit card, make shtobron, barbecue, steak, destroy it. And that's fun. But afterwards they come home, why do you spend on this, why do you spend on this, why do you spend on that? Change topic, what? It's coming, of course it's coming. Everybody's ready already? They're here, huh? Okay.
No, no.
Rav Hutner says, Goyim stay together with their spouses because they're scared to be alone. In Goyish society, it's easy to kill somebody, easy to get rid of somebody. So they will remain with a spouse
Companionship.
because they don't understand that Hashem put them together. Hashem made everything in the world upside down, from Soyuz, one corner of Russia, to the second corner of America, coming out of nowhere and matching together. Hashem puts everyone together. We know it's Hashem put us together, and therefore we understand every second of it, and we try to work on it, and we try to make the best out of it. But Goyim, they say, no. I found him by accident. I found her by accident. Suddenly, something happened. And therefore, Goyim have fear not to be alone. Therefore, they stay together. But in that marriage, is there building? Is there growth? Is there nachat from children? Of course not.
So why did you stay together? That's green. Why did you stay together? Why did you stay together? So that's green.
Why do they stay together? They're afraid to be alone.
That's by green. Same for Jews.
By Jews, why they stay together?
Pasuk says that, no? Go to the
Oh. Yeah. But why do people stay together? Because person knows alone he's not completed. He's only completed when he's married, when she's married, when they fulfill each other. As we said before, a child is born, he's not completed. He needs to be completed by his spouse, by her spouse. When they do each other chesed, when they do supporting each other, communicating with each other, positive reinforcement from each other, standing for each other, that way they build together, they build each other. And that doesn't come overnight. As long as person begins to work 1% on himself, there is a path to grow. There is an opportunity, and Hashem pushes them. Hashem says, I'm here behind you. You just start, and I will complete for you. I want to share a story with you, just to make you smile a little bit. This story is from my father. My father told me this like 25, 30 years ago, and I really loved it. There was a young man. To that side. Yes, fully, yeah. Pit Chuli Sha'ar Tzedek. There was a young guy, he wants to get married. He's walking in the street, he sees one old man brooming the street. He says, Grandpa, can I ask you a question? Yes. I want to get married. Can you give me advice? He says, such a hard topic. Go inside my father and says, how old are you? He says, 80. How old is your father? 105. Says, wow, 105. Goes inside. That old man, 80-year-old, he had gray hair fully. Son, half black, half gray. He goes and says, Grandpa, I want to get married. Can you give me advice? He says, hard question. Go second floor. My father is there. He says, how old's your father? 125. He goes inside. That old man, beard fully black. He says, wow, the world's upside down. Grandfather black beard, son half white, half black, grandson fully white, gray hair. What is this? He says, the world's upside down. I don't understand the world. He said, what do you want, my son? He says, I came to get advice to get married. I want to get married to a good girl. Give me advice. He said, 1 second. Rachel, called his wife. Tzipora, whatever. Called his wife. He says, can you do me a favor? Go to the basement, bring a melon for the new khatan. She goes, comes, says, no, for such a nice looking guy, bring good one. This is not good. So she goes second time, comes, says, one more time, please go get the best one, the best. It's not nice. It's such a nice, he has the whole life ahead of him. She goes third time, he feels so bad. She says, oh my God, she's 120 plus. Going 2 floors, back and forth. She comes back with a melon. He cuts it. He says, enjoy it. It really was sweet, you know. Those days, no medications and all this stuff. So, sweet melon, they're enjoying. He says, I cannot eat your melon. Can you please tell me, why did you make your wife go 3 times back and forth? He said, you asked me to get married to a Eshet Chayil girl. For me to talk to you, I want you to see it. She's the one. He says, really? He said, what did you realize here? He said, I realized that you abused her. You abused her because the 120-year-old man 3 times. He said, me and my wife made deal. We knew young guys coming here for this advice. We wanted to give you a good path for the future. He says, question to you, how many melons I have in my house? He says, the whole factory. He says, we have only 1 melon in the house. He said, really? So why'd you go 3 times? Because she respects me. I said to her, go down, get me melon. She didn't say, кто ты такой? Иди сам, у тебя только ноги, руки есть. She didn't say that. She said, okay, my husband said, let me do it. And she went. But he said, I saw myself different melon. He said, no. She came with different view of the melon. So therefore, you couldn't see it's the same or not. He says, wow, that's scary. He says, why your beard still remain black? You're 120 years old. He says, my wife, Kaivonu #1. You know Kaivonu is? Cook. The best chef ever. When she cooks food for me, I start eating my food. I enjoy the meal, remains black. I look at her, smile, she sees in front of me. I look at her, remains black. He says, that's my enjoyment. I live in Gan Eden. What about your son? Half black, half white. He says, oh, his wife also good cook. When she cooks so good. As soon as he puts her food in the mouth, he's enjoying, remains black. But he looks at her face, koch. He looks at her face, turns white here. This is white, here black, here white. He says, okay, what about your grandson? Fully gray hair. He says, oh, don't start up. His wife, 1 question, 75 answers. This is why he runs outside to clean the street for him. He can't stay home. Sickness. So he says, Yodash Bechai, you know, Papa Barat. Bottom line, we learn from this story few life lessons. Lesson number 1. When you respect whatever your husband says, whatever your wife says, you live long. You not only live long physically, you live long spiritually. Your children are healthy. They're in a healthy environment. Your body is healthy. Because you respect each other, you don't go to sleep with pain. You don't wake up with pain. You say good words, you want to do things with happiness. Next, when you already do something, how my Rebbetzin said a few days ago, do already with smile. You cook for your husband, cook with smile. You bring food, do with smile. You do help in the house, do with smile. You go pick up your own child, you deliver your own child to school, you do things for your family, do with smile. You're already doing it. Do it with good words, good with positive statements, good with support. She cooked good, but showing that dirty face, it didn't go through. It doesn't go through. Therefore, there's no mitzvah for this. But when person is already doing it, so question to you, Today's day we lived here. Will this day ever come back in life? No. If I fix this day stays with me forever. It stays with me, accomplished forever. What if I ruined it? Like a cow, my father's a smart man. He would say, it's like a cow giving milk. As soon as pitcher is full, kicks it, spills everything. You already went to work, you made money, you bring 5 families. Hashem give me good parnasa, so I support my family, I pay for the yeshiva. You do everything. As soon as one time your son or your daughter comes from school and you say Shabarach, 3 terrible words, and you break the spirit of the child, says, oh, I'm nobody, I'm all life, can do nothing in my life. Or to your spouse, when they cook, when they clean, when they do this, when they do that, when they bring money, when they support you, when you support them, anything they do, you say positive words, they feel accomplished. You say negative words, they feel like a vacuum, you put it, suck out everything, they feel like, why am I not being appreciated? That could be for men or could be for women. It's terrible time when a person does not appreciate. When you appreciate, you build better environment, better communication, better connection. And this is the whole shiur is all about. What if one day wife says to her husband, for 2 weeks I don't want to take care of anybody in the house. You do cooking, cleaning, serving, changing pampers for the child, change this and that. 2 weeks. I'm taking break. What's going to happen in that house? What if husband says to his wife, 3 days I'm not coming home. 3 days I'm sleeping with my friends. Not coming home. What's going to happen to that house? How does husband looks at the family and how does wife looks at the family? Do you know it's not nobody's fault? Don't get it wrong. Hashem created a certain way. A husband looks at the family, anything I do, I'm volunteer. I'm not must do anything. I pay for the car, volunteer. I pay for rent, volunteer. I pay for this, volunteer. I pay for that, volunteer. Woman looks at it as obligation. I have to cook, obligation. I have to make shopping, obligation. I have to change everybody's room, obligation. I have to fix everybody's bed, obligation. Woman's structure to build her house thinking I'm obligated. How do you know how it works? Yeah, the best example, when they really argue. Like seriously, they press on each other's button. And now, what happens right away? She goes to make shopping. She goes with the cart. Decline. Now she goes back to the car. She wants to sit in the car. No car keys. Hello, where's the car keys? Я забрал, пошел домой. I don't have to do this. He canceled everything. Why? He thinks everything I do is everything what? Volunteer. I'm not must to. But woman thinks what? Everything I have to do. So therefore, when he cuts everything, she says, Rabbi, for example, what is this? He took everything away. Why? Why he canceled everything? Why he closed everything? Because of one word. She did not say normal thank you. And she knows that. I'm not going to humble down myself. You have to humble down to me. Oh no, I'm closing all the accounts. Why? He thinks I'm giving as a volunteer. I'm not going to give any volunteer. I'm keeping her. Woman, she gets upset. She says, I'm obligated, you're also obligated, do it. And then arguments begin. Now let's look different way. The only way to calm the situation down is one way. And when a person does this, he's the most successful marriage, the most successful house. You know our mothers? Do you remember the story? How a yeshiva boy was in yeshiva? He sent a letter, Abba, money finished, send money. Remember this? Yeah. He gets a letter, Abba, money finished, send money. Sure. No, get out of here. Second letter, Abba, money finished, send money. Abba, my vision. No, get out of here. Third time, letter got into wife's hands. She comes, Abba, look what's on our son road, huh? Abba, money finished. Send money. Ah, really? Yeah, okay, mama. Why? Why? The same letter. Why? Approach. This shiur is not only for men, only for women. No, it's sure for me. Be sure for me. You want to have successful future? Learn how to come with the proper approach. If woman feels her husband is upset in something, your husband will never tell you, I had big problem at my work. They cut my salary into half. Why? Because if he says that, he says like I lost half of me. Like, you know, it's painful to him. It's embarrassment to him. Or a person went to do certain work and he was not able to do the work and he didn't get paid. He's broken. He's not going to come his wife and tell her this. Why? Because not everyone understands it right way. He's scared not to get like certain bad feedback. So therefore he's going to sit quiet. But when he comes home and he tries to do what he does and he doesn't get proper thank you, it bothers you on the head double. Why I have to do this now? I don't want to do this now. But it simple takes 2 words. Aram John. Thank you. Itzhak. Thank you. Yaakov. Thank you. You're amazing. You do so much for us. We appreciate. We love you. 1 word. Everything backs normally. Everything comes down normally. What takes 1 word to say? Our mothers, our grandmothers, our great-grandmothers, you know what they went through? They didn't see 10% enjoyment in life what we all did. They didn't see 10%. But what they did, appreciation. They all humble. They were very smart ladies. Listen, they needed to beat up men, they would do that. But at the moment, when time of approach came, the most humble woman, the most smart woman. Now the question is, why woman stops? I'm not going to cook. I'm not going to clean. I'm not going to do nothing. Why? Because when they cook, they feel like someone tells them you must doing it. No, thank you. No simple wow, your food was so amazing. You know how good it was? You know how delicious it was? Thank you so much. You see, for Thursday night, your wife is staying till 1 o'clock in the morning and you fell asleep. Get up. Go to the kitchen. Esther, thank you so much. Tzipora, thank you so much. You know, you could have gone to sleep, but you prepare for us. Thank you so much. You have no idea how much I say thank you. Do you know Ravada Yosef? How long took him to prepare a strong permission letter to certain woman that's stuck for life? 6 months, 1 year, 1 month, 1 week. After he comes with such a big chidush, what are you going to tell him? Rabbi, thank you so much for your chidush. You know what it did? You opened our life. When you say to your wife, thank you for cooking food, as if you said to the biggest Rosh Hashiva in the world, thank you so much for finding this chidush or finishing this Gemara on our behalf. This is how great it goes. A proper thank you, a proper word, it builds a person. Now let's look at a different way. Anything your wife does to you, you appreciate it. Anything your husband does to you, you appreciate it. Let's say your wife took your credit card that had maybe, I don't know, $30,000 and she lost it. She comes home. What happened? I lost the credit card. Before she tells you, how do you think what goes inside her heart?
She's thinking about your reaction. She's nervous.
If your husband that anytime she does something you appreciate, you support in words, she knows you're not gonna do anything nasty to her, you're not gonna say anything bad to her. She's openly can tell you, listen, I lost the credit card, please help me to close the case, to call right away just so they take the money back, whatever was taken. She's not scared to open herself up. Why? Because she knows you're gonna build her and not break her. Same thing vice versa. If your husband lost his job, you know, for men losing job is he's creator to create, to bring money to the house. Chas Shalom at work, when boss yells at him, He wants to take and break his jaw. But it's quiet. You know it's quiet because he thinks, my wife's gonna be hungry, my kid's gonna be hungry, so I have to close my mouth and sit quiet and embarrass. When he loses his job, when something goes wrong in the job, do you know, person, you have emunah bitachon. I'm not talking about goyim here. You have emunah bitachon. Still you scared. You don't lose your money. You don't lose your parnasah. You don't lose your chatzlacha. And now, when he does something for his wife and she appreciates, she supports, he's not scared to come and say, listen, Tzipora, I lost my job. They found younger guy, they got smarter guy, they got tricky guy, and they kicked me out. I lost my job. He knows his wife says, hello, what are you worried about? You know that story about the rabbi? Certain rabbi goes to shul on Shabbat, comes from shul, his house is burning. Everybody's crying. His wife, kids are crying. He's laughing. Hey, what are you laughing? He says, if I would be goy, not only my house would burn, my God would burn. Because they believe in idols, and idol would be there, it would be burning. He says, because I believe in Hashem, that's burning. But my God is not burning. He's going to take care of me. So the wife will come and say, listen, why are you worried? Hashem is there with us all the time. We're here. Till here, Hashem brought us from here, and Hashem will take care of us also. So why are you worried about it? That support, when husband feels calmer to come and say the secrets that he's holding in the heart for sometimes could be years, he will open up. Why? Because he knows his wife is there to support him. And that, you need to learn how to build on your own without getting anybody involved. Papa, моя жена мне секреты не рассказывает. What is it with your father? Mama, моя жена do. What is it with him? Oh, you go to your parents. Papa, my husband hiding something from me. Mama, my husband. Listen carefully. Never get your parents involved in nothing. They will come. You will forgive your spouse because you have one neshama. They will never forgive because they have nothing to do with this neshama. Never get your parents involved. Some people think if couples, spouse argue, let me call this, let me call that, make a rasborka. If they want to invite me, I'd rather be invited with popcorn. Come, what are you doing? What kind of rasborka is this? Listen carefully. Listen, life advice. Never, you argue with somebody, never say, let's go outside, we'll have rasborka. Never, never, never. Wrong. You fought with your friend, with your business partner, don't say go outside with rasborka. Come, we'll sit together, we'll speak. No, they're wrong. Wrong. So questions, how you take care of the problem? You talk good to your wife about your parents. You talk good to your parents about your wife. You talk good about your husband to your parents. You talk good about your parents to your husband about your parents. Like this. You talk until fully. It takes months, I don't care. 2 months, I don't care. Until fully everything comes down. Situation calm down, now we can go to each other's houses. Until it didn't calm down, don't try to make any rasborki. You're making worse. Never will be good like this. What are you going to say to your mother? You're going to say, Mama, my wife is right, you wrong? Who can say such a thing? To your wife, what are you going to say? My mom is right, you wrong? You stuck between two. How? A lady who gave birth to you, carried you 9 months, raised you, and here, a lady who sacrificed her life for you. Saying, I'm going to be your wife, will take care of you. Or opposite. Here's your father who raised you, and here is your husband who went to commitment for life with you, take care of you. How can you say, Papa, we prav, my muž ni prav, oh Mahmadono, you're right, my father is wrong, my father is like, how can you do such a thing? You can't do such a thing. It's wrong. You want to make peace? Never make two people sit together and make rasborka. It's wrong. Next. The only way people have Shalom Bayit is when they support each other on all the corners and all the aspects all the time. Listen, the truth is the truth. You want to have Shalom Bayit? You got married, you stick for each other. Your husband, your wife is number one. Number one. No matter what. You want to invite your parents, you want to invite your grandparents. That's later. First you build your foundation. When you're standing strong, now you can invite others to your foundation. When you're not standing strong, where are you going to take somebody? What are you doing? First you build your foundation first. After everything is settled, okay, now we're ready. Hello, come to the house, come to the house, come over here, come over there. That's easy. Why? Because you have boat that moving safely without no turbulences. And that is Hatzlacha. How it happens? When you build each other with good words. When you build each other with support. You know, I have students in the class. Plays basketball, horrible. Does not play basketball. You give him ball goes one side, he goes different side. At least I say, you know what, hello. This time you kept ball 30 seconds in your hands. That time you did 20. Bichlal you couldn't. Now at least you could do it. Proud of you. These steps are very, very healthy. When you give a boy a support, when you give a spouse support with good words, you are successful. Now let's be realistic. A person goes to work, makes $50,000 a year. Okay, simple job, $50,000 a year. But boss always looks at him like, okay, good morning, start work. But then he found a different job, $45,000 a year. Comes away, hey, good morning, how are you? Come over here. Thank you for coming. You came 2 minutes early. You're so amazing. You did such a great job. You know, we're so successful. Wow. Thank you so much. You're amazing. Tell me, will he go to work to make $50,000 and deliberate it on? Boss looks at him like, Malach HaMavet came? Or he looks at him as like Malach HaMavet? Or he's going to get $45,000 but with the appreciation, with smile, with happiness. Where he's going to go to work?
This day and age, the opposite.
Huh?
This day and age, the opposite.
Why? 45 is appreciation.
No, they go for the money.
They go for the money?
Yeah. Depends who.
No, it's a lot. Americans in general.
We're talking about...
Normal.
I'm not going to say that. Can I ask you a question? I don't know how some yeshivas go, but I work in a simple yeshiva. But in normal yeshivas, how they go? Hebrew principal, English principal, head of school, second head of school, right? And then assistant principal, the second assistant principal, and then secretary, chief secretary, secondary secretary, third, fourth. It goes. Why so many titles? Why so many people need so many different titles? For what? For who? Huh? Sheikh Karmidna, they're very good. But why people have so many titles? Huh? Who can tell me why there are so many titles? Huh?
Make them feel good.
Make them feel good. That's the only reason. That's the only reason. When people know they're cleaning the floors, like you know, the guy. There was a man, he's giving advertisement about his daughter. So he goes to a doctor, he says, listen, are you married? He says, no, I'm not married. What are you doing? I'm a doctor. Oh, my daughter's also a doctor. Oh, yeah, where she works? She works in a hospital. Oh, yeah. And then he finds out, he comes there, he sees she's washing floors. Okay, listen, what your daughter is doing? She's working in a hospital. I think she's cleaning lady over there. She comes, but she works in a hospital, no? Lamaisa is to make people feel good. To make people feel good. That's the whole purpose of this. So same thing in the house. If you have to make people feel good outside, so how much more person has obligation to make people feel good inside. Rambam in Pirush HaMishnayot says one of the important things person needs is kavod, honor, respect. And Rambam says, what means respect? Being appreciated. You do something someone appreciates means you respected him. Someone doesn't appreciate, doesn't respect him. It's very important. You know, never in your shvur you'll see me or wedding coming to the chuppah and there's different rabbis sitting and I'm not giving him nothing. We will never see this. Why? Because my father made sure you go anywhere, first you give your surroundings. It's important. It's important. And when Chatan calls me, Rabbi, I want you to come to my wedding. What do you want? Nothing. I want to make you witness. I don't want to be witness. Get somebody else. I don't care. Which Sheva Bracha do you want? I don't want Sheva Bracha. I'm not going there to get certain Sheva Bracha from you. I'm going there because I'm happy for you. You know how many times I do chupot? I give kavod to certain rabbis. No, give me the seventh one. Give me this one. Give me that one. What am I going to say? No, yes. No, take. To be Ben Adam, it's very important. Even though you know tomorrow you're going to get slapped by this person, you should still continue doing what you're doing. Even though you know tomorrow you're going to get slapped by this person, you should still continue doing what you're doing. It's very hard, not easy. You should still continue doing what you're doing. Respecting, number one. You respect someone. You give him respect. You recognize him. You appreciate him. If I did something, I prepared for Shabbat good. I don't talk about it. I prepared for a certain shiur good. Certain people didn't come. Let's say I prepared for this shiur 2 weeks. If today I come here and I see only 2 couples, how do I feel? Tell me, how do I feel? Empty box. Like, wow, I'm so horrible. 2 couples don't show up. Wow, I'm that bad. Even though Rabbi Lubavitch, once the student made Shalom Bayit class, Halachot Nida, only 1 couple showed up. He said, Rabbi, I told you it's not going to be successful. Why not successful? He said, only 1 couple. So it's a question to you. He said, how many mothers Moshe Rabbeinu had? Only 1. So 1 couple is good enough. She's going to have Moshe Rabbeinu, that's good enough. What are you worried about? Those strong support. But Lemaisa is, the point is, when person feels appreciated, the truth is, look, you know how many mistakes I made already from my beginning of Shura until now? At least 15. You don't realize because you don't have my notebook. If you'd have my notebook, say, oh, Rabbi, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why am I still confident? Because room is full. So many people, I feel confident. Same thing. People make mistakes. Wife makes mistakes, husband makes mistakes. But when you support and you try to see the good parts and you don't look at bad parts, you always try to give appreciation and support of the words, your kids grow healthy. That's main point here. You need healthy children. Gemara Ksubot says, it's better to give white teeth to someone, smile, than give him a cup of milk. Why? Why is better to give a smile than give him a cup of milk? Because when you give a milk and without smile, it's not going to go properly. But when you give somebody a smile, you make his day sometimes. Sometimes you make his life. Before we go to the next step of our shiur, I would like to ask you a question. Is it terrible to embarrass somebody in public? How big it is?
It's like killing somebody.
Huh? As if you killed somebody. What's worse, killing somebody or embarrassing somebody in public?
Embarrassing.
No, it's not.
Embarrassing.
Which one's worse?
Embarrassing.
Arav Baruch? Humble. I love humble people. Tzaddik. Whoever embarrasses someone in public, he has no share in the world to come. Why if someone kills somebody by accident or even by purpose, Torah doesn't say he doesn't have share in the world to come. He does teshuvah, cries, one man, I'm sorry, I'll never do it again. Gan Eden. 1 year suffered, Gan Eden. He embarrassed somebody in public, 1 year he started, Gainam. No chelek lo. Forget it, Gainam. No chelek lo namabay. Doesn't have share in the world to come. Why? Because when someone kills somebody by purpose or by accident, he killed him. He killed his body. His body being bad, but he didn't kill his neshama. When a person embarrasses someone, he kills his body and he kills his neshama. So therefore Torah says what? En lo chelek lo namabay. He doesn't have no Gan Eden here. Why? Because he destroyed his not only physical part, even spiritual part. That very strong. Who likes to do tzedakah?
No problem.
Who likes to do tzedakah?
Nowadays, if you
What
have
is
a cash,
stronger?
they have the machine.
What is stronger?
18.
What is stronger? Giving $100 to someone, but saying to children go in a show? Giving $100, the guy John the Budakchi. You know one rich man sits in the shul, a poor man comes to him and says, give me tzedakah. He collected from him, went all around, and came second time to him. He says to him, why you came second time to me? He says, what are you, a grave? Only to a grave, you're not allowed to go second time. Crazy. So, he comes to him and says, why you couldn't find somebody else and give me $100 bill? He says, well, thank you. He goes away. Then he goes to a different person to ask for tzedakah. That gives him $20. But says, wow, you look so nice today. Here, $20. Enjoy your day. Have a great day, sir. Who got more mitzvah? A guy who gave $100? I got $20. Now, David, I'm not asking you because he says this day and age, whatever. No. Simple, huh? You give $20 with a smile or $100 with which one is better?
20.
Why?
You gave a compliment.
According to the Torah, which one's better?
Give with the smile. The other
Huh?
You picked him up. Emotional.
When you give a penny to a poor, you get 6 blessings. Right? But when you give him a smile, good words, how many? 11. You get 11 blessings. What if you get a smile and $1? Smile and money, you get what do you get? 17. 6 and 11. You get 17. Now, Chafetz Chaim style question. Unbelievable question. You have $100. What's better? You give $100 to one poor man, or you give $1 to 100 poor people? Huh? Or forget about it. Sorry. Better question. You have $100 bills. What's better? To give one stack to a poor man one shot, or give him 100 times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 100 times you give him.
In one shot.
Which one's better? Huh?
One shot. That's embarrassing.
One shot. Women, they don't like headaches. That way, bist konkretno. This why they don't learn Gemara. Can you get to the point already? Like, finish the story. Why go like this? But when they tell you a story, that's a lie. You know, neighbor came and they said, Dad, took it or no? Talk already. No, but listen carefully. He was about to take it. I was taking it. Everybody know. But he put it by the door. So who took it? Nobody was doing it. But he was taking it to his house. But they didn't turn it back. So what happened? Oh, they're in the house already. Okay. Why are you going like this? Because they want to get you into the communication. Woman is all about communications. Connections. 40, so that you have. What's better, huh? One shot, 100 die chalos, ili. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Huh? Raise your hands who says 100 times give.
100 times give.
Who says one time give and case closed?
It all depends. It's a situation, Rabbi.
You get 100 mitzvah instead of one.
The answer is, in all the situations, the answer is one answer. When you give one time, you did one time big tzedakah, you good man. Who said you're best giver? But when you give 100 times, you become a good person who always constantly gives. You become a best giver. That's more. What's the difference between tzedakah and gimilut chesed? You do tzedakah or you do kindness. Gimilut chesed, I'm saying in English, gimilut chesed. Kind deeds. What's better? What's stronger? To do tzedakah or kind deeds? Which one's better? Huh? Why kind deeds is better?
Tzedakah.
Tzedakah is better, right? Why tzedakah is better?
Kind deeds, no matter.
Which one's better?
Same thing, it's equal.
Chesed is better because you can do it even with a rich person.
Thank you, Rav Baruch. Finally, I opened him up. Finally. Thank you. Tzedakah you give only to a poor man. Only poor. Rich man you give tzedakah and say, hey, put in your pocket. I don't need it. But kind deeds, even rich man got stuck with a flat tire on Zastrel. He's not going to go anywhere. So you come and say, don't worry, come, I'll help you. You change his tire, you can help him. Rich man, president, king, they need kind deeds. Kind deeds is much better than giving tzedakah. So how much more? You know, my father would say all the time to us, all the time. He says, if you want to buy something for someone and your wife and children need that money, give first tzedakah to them, and then go take care of poor men outside. Your poor man in the house comes first, then poor man outside. My father made sure first he would give us tzedakah, and then give outside tzedakah. It's crazy. We, every night, would stay in the house since I was a baby. When my father would come from Yeshua, he was like Rebbe Lubavitch in the house. Domot, Kelin, Vnuk, Vnuchka, everybody. My sister in Israel, okay, give this to her, send it to her. Send. Everybody. And you know what I'll tell you? After my father passed away, the last dollar that he gave night before to my mom, he didn't give it to me until on the second or third day of the Shiva, my mom took it out, put it in the envelope and said, this is memory from your father's dollars. And to all of us, we still have that dollar. And we said, we're not going to spend this. This is for my father. Huh? What I'm trying to tell you is, tzedakah in the house comes first. Your wife, your husband, your children come first. If you know your husband is hungry, why are you taking out stack of bills? Mortgage came, light you have to pay, gas, electricity, this, that. First give oshpalo, finish him up, small, eat it. But you know, maybe it's few days. I think these days some bills have to come already. Careful, then bring it in. People, anyone has any questions? Before we go to next step? We have a mitzvah, ve'ahavta lere'acha kamocha. Love your friend as you love yourself. What does that mean? Rambam says, tzarich lesaper b'shvacho. Speak of his greatness. Love your friend as you love yourself means you're talking about his greatness.
To him or behind his back?
To him you say little, behind his back. You say to people's greatness behind their back. Thank you people, you're making me feel good. I thought I was horrible.
No, it was the baby.
Baby, okay. Where is she? Where's the baby? Ah, okay. Thank you.
Well, that's why the baby said it was really interesting.
You know, there's many type of Lashon Haras in the world. Some Lashon Hara you don't even have to say words. Rabbi, I want to be close with this guy. What do you think about him? What does that mean? Is this Lashon Hara also or no?
Yes.
It's a double sin. It's Lashon Hara and a person gets sin for not speaking positive about his friend. That's against V'ahavta l're'acha kamocha. You don't love another Jew. Problem. Do you know? I'll tell you one V'ahavta l're'acha kamocha that men will be jumping their chairs right now. You come to your friend's bar mitzvah or brit milah. Okay? They make mincha praying before brit or shacharit before brit. You say to yourself, you know, yesterday I made sin, I want to make teshuva. You go to different room and you say, Anna, you got mitzvah, you got sin. Why?
Because there's a brit now.
Chassid shoteh, that's one thing. Second thing is, you're not happy for your friend's happiness. You came to his brit and brit makes you patur. So you're showing, I'm not happy for the brit. I rather not brit and the teshuva. Wrong. If you show your friend that I am me'urav, I am together with your happiness, that's Hashem gives you instant teshuva. You don't even need to do teshuva. Why? That is that's what Hillel said to a goy. He said, you keep this, the whole Torah is in your hands. Now I have a Rambam type question. Crazy question. Can you imagine? I never told this question in my life until I learned it 3 days ago. I said, wow. This never came to my brain. What's bigger of a sin? If I speak bad about him, or I know something good about him and I don't speak about it. Good question.
The second one.
Is this good? Did you ever thought about this question?
Yes.
Maybe you did, I didn't. If I speak bad Lashon Hara about him, I get 30% sin. I get 30% sin for speaking Lashon Hara about him. If I did not speak good about him, that I know I good things about him, and I don't speak, I cover it up. I say, why should I speak good? Why should he have good kudo and I don't? Why should he have good kelly and I don't? Why should he have good domot? I don't. Why should he give good position in job? I don't. Why should he give good parnasa? I don't. Jealousy today goes above everything. When I have good things to say about someone, I don't say, it's 70 to 90% sin, not 30% like Lashon Hara. Worse.
Oh, where are you getting these numbers from?
Rav Baruch may deal with me not to ask questions, but since came Brooklyn, we're getting him the answer. Or else, can you imagine, you're going to drive 45 minutes to Brooklyn? Can I ask you a question? When a person speaks Lashon Hara, how many people killed? 3. Right? When a person speaks Lashon Hara, 3 people killed. Who's talking?
Listening.
Who's listening? And who they're talking about? Because he did something weird and people talk about him. So each killing, 100% of the killing. You split on 3, 33, 33, 33. This is what? Right or no?
33.3.
You don't like it. So you know what? I ain't Rambam. I'll give you later Mare Makom. I'll give it to you. Check it out. In the statement of V'ahavta Lereacha Kamocha, love your friend as you love yourself. You have something good about a person saying you don't say, it's a sin. Now comes Zohar, comes Chumash, comes Onkelos, and he says certain answer. You see this young man over there sitting, he's gonna jump right now. Rav Baruch, you have no idea. You have no idea, Miss Chana, I'm talking to you.
I do have an idea.
How sometimes I just get tired and I say, you know what? I sent 100 daily doses this week. Not even one person said, Rabbi,
Thank you.
thank you. And he said, Rabbi Akilov says that.
Ariel, it's your fault.
I have 4 or 5 chats, 500 people minimum altogether, maybe more. Maybe 1,000 people altogether. The only person before Shabbat or every morning after Pele Yoed Shiur sends a heart, says, Rabbi, this was my drive to work.
Boris.
Your wife.
That's Boris.
Rabbi, thank you. And that was Boris,
Oh, okay.
my friend. And Pele Yoed continues because of him. Daily dose continues because of him. And then afterwards, already after I said to myself, you know what? I'm not doing daily dose anymore. Let me just continue learning my own Gemara. Let me just grow. That's all. Nobody appreciates. And suddenly when he does that, you get like, you know what, Al Baruch? Thank you. I'll do for you 1 more week. And that goes past 2.5 years. 2.5 years.
Rabbi, I'll start sending you.
One simple appreciation. Now, Baruch, somebody wants to steal your mitzvah. I don't know if you know. Asara Zuhuvim. Explain to me.
When it's too late, it's too late.
Comes Zohar says, how person is created? A world. People, if you're tired, raise your hand. I'm gonna close you because I know you have to go to sleep. Tomorrow some people have to go to work, you know. But if you're not tired, 15 minutes, I'll let you go. If you want second part of continuation of this shiurim, second shiur, within a month or maybe 4 or 5 weeks from now, let us know, we'll do it. But you should know, as a karat tov to you, my Rebbe will be upset, maybe not. As a karat tov to you, as a thank you to you, we're having on December 21st couples event. Those people who are here, because this couples event, this type of couples event is above and beyond. We go crazy from Shara Eliyahu to make everybody happy because for the whole year we didn't do. And also our dear friend Open Restaurant right here, we want to be together rejoicing it. So therefore, you have permission to text us to be part of this couples event. We'll put you there. It's not for everybody, but you grab, because there's only 50 couples. We already have 20. So, because I just start sending advertisement on Thursday. So we have 3-4 days, it's going to be packed. So we want to do you a karat tov thank you. If you're in, text us. We're going to let you know all the information
December
later.
21st.
December 21st. Now,
That's not
a person, When Hashem created the world, Hashem created the world with the 4 elements. That's Cham. What's that's Cham? Domem, Tzomeach, Chai, Medaber. Domem is rocks and water. You put them, they stay in one place. Rock and water. Even though some scientists say a little bit like move from here to there, sometimes they fly a little bit. I don't know. According to Torah, woman doesn't have. I'm sorry, the rocks don't have. Tzomeach. Tzomeach is trees, grass that's growing. Vegetation.
They sprout.
Third one is Chai. What's Chai? Living, moving objects. What is that?
Creatures.
Animals. Creatures, animals. And the last one is called what? Medaber. What's Medaber?
Talking. Human.
Person. Zohar says, when person was created, Vayitzer Hashem Elokim et Adam, Vayipach ba'apav, Nishmat Chaim. Hashem blew into our nose, nostrils, our neshama. Where is our neshama today? Here. Prove me that neshama is here. A person wants to marry a woman. Man wants to marry a woman. Listen, when you're standing here to talk, you'll make more mistakes. Believe me, it's not easy. When man wants to marry a woman, but he's missing his hand. One hand is missing. Will she be able to marry him? No. If she says, "I don't care, I'll marry you," they both went to army, October 7. Each one lost their hands. Whatever. So he wants to marry her. Can he marry her? The kiddushin or no? Yes. What if he lost his head?
No.
Huh? A person lost his head. Is that kiddushin? No. Why not?
Because he's not there.
Because neshama is not there.
Conscious, no? Conscious.
Person's neshama is in his head. When person has no head, no person. Do you agree to this? Okay. Now let's go further. Vayipach ba'apav, Nishmat Chaim, and Hashem blew in our nostrils. His neshama comes on kilos. Question? Yes.
What about the heart? Because without a heart, you also don't have blood circulation in the body.
When you're saying heart, what heart do you mean? The heart that people do have and they don't feel it, or sometimes person except when there's no heart? Which one are you talking about?
Look at him. Yo, why are you so cold?
Yes, I know that. There is an artificial heart today. Like people have a different person's kidneys or artificial kidney. I heard in Israel they're making an artificial spine. Lung, they have it already. They did it last year to somebody. Huh? Heart. So person's artificial heart. Again, does his brain work? Yes. He can make Baruch Atah Hashem thinking about Hashem. Yeah. Kiddushin, marriage. Yes. Now let's go further. Comes Onkelos. Onkelos says, Ruach memalela. Power of speech. Hashem made a person to speak. No animal, no trees, no rocks and water can speak. Only man can speak. Person, woman can speak. Those cannot speak. So comes Rambam and says, when person doesn't say something good about someone he knows, he gets more sin. Why? Because he's not fixing his purpose of creation. His purpose of creation is Ruach Memalana. You have to speech. Why are you not speaking? If you're not speaking, as if you're now Tachta, wood. You nobody. Who are you? Nobody. At the time of speech, you didn't speak. You nobody. Who is the best example? Was rich man suffered terrible sins because he didn't speak on time of speech.
Leo.
Woman also. Ach man, come on. Eov could have said Moshe Rabbeinu was quiet. Hashem said, what? You didn't use Ruach Memala, everything you have will be gone until you make Teshuvah. But what we learn from here? Now let's look at different side. Look at Rambam says. Look at Zohar. Zohar says something very scary. If I know something good about a person, and I go out of my way, and I speak good about him, I take piece of my neshama and give it to him. That is the whole world. When you speak good about someone, you give piece of your neshama to someone. Look how my father was genius, man. My father and I went to certain office to take certain document from a certain president of the organization, okay? And we were going there. My father said, my son, you have to have experience in life. As well as experience, he says, when you go to any office in the world, you first say hello to the secretary. I said, Abba, who's secretary? He says, listen to me. I never gave my father a hard time. Anything my father said, I said, okay. Until one time I gave, and he was really upset at me. But I'm not going to say what. It's not important. My father and I, we go to certain office. My father, last week, 4, 5 secretaries, yeah, and now we go to the president and says, Mr. Akilov, I'm busy now, come in 2 hours. My father went out. My father said, sit over here in the chair, we'll wait 5 minutes. We're sitting on the chair. The first secretary my father said hello to, she came and said, Zadilush, last week, hi, what are you doing here? He said, the president is busy now. I have to take a signature and a stamp on the paper because of this. She said, wait a second. She went inside. 30 seconds later, with the stamp and signature came out and gave it to me. We came outside, my father said, no.
What'd you learn?
Did you learn this?
Wow.
In life, don't look low at people who have low statuses at job. They have only in position low status. But eventually, secretary holds the school, if you know that. It's not person who pays the payrolls on time, how the executive director, that's not true. Secretary holds the school. If secretary in the school, she'll make sure everyone coming on time, they punched in on time, they get their paychecks on time. One day secretary is not there, he says, listen, I don't know how much to pay to anybody because I don't know who came what time. And boom, everything stops. This is why every person's role must be appreciated. Who wants to laugh? I did not want to say this. My Rebbetzin reminded me, she said, please say it to me. I said, okay, I will. It's so funny and so true. My father worked 50 years in the cemetery.
Joke just started.
My father worked 50 years in the cemetery. So now, one lady had to go early to work, but her husband passed away. So she said, okay, I beg you come 7 o'clock in the morning there, because 8 o'clock I have to be at work. So he's your side, 1 year how he passed away. So now my father is coming to closer to the grave. He knew all the graves by heart, who was buried where, and she should have been there. My father doesn't see her. So my father, there was no cell phones to text somebody, 30 years ago in Russia, 40 years ago. So my father coming close to the grave, and he doesn't see anybody, but suddenly my father hears words. Das pochochkana. My name is Zidi. Your hands, legs should break. You used to hit me, yeah? You used to curse me, your tongue should be cut off. They should take you to Gehenna, burn you. Jinjak stuff себе сделали. All these words. Your father was like this, your mother was like this, your this. You sure? I remember you used to hit me there. My father cannot hold himself anymore. He's gonna burst into laughing now. He says, Abba Joe, Mom Sish, Mom Sinet. She's sitting behind the grave. Oh, Akilov, Mom Si, oh, Achman, I'm going to be there, Budak. I'm Budak. И начинает плакать. Can you imagine this? My father used to say, how do you know man is tzaddik or not?
If his wife came back.
You see man is tzaddik or not? It's still your number. I told you not to record me. Yeah? It cost me £50. Can you imagine that lady will come in and trap you like I was Dechimo? What happened is, how do you know, my father said, how do you know if man is tzaddik or not? After Chas v'Shalom he passes away, look how wife is crying for him. Avram Joe, you were such a nice husband. You were such a tzaddik. No, Avram, his name is, I don't know, Raziel. Raziel, you were such a nice tzaddik. You were such a good man. You always giving. You used to care. What's going to happen to us? What's going to happen to our family? Tzaddik. What if she's walking, says, Did you care about me? What's gonna happen to me? Why did you leave me? Doesn't worth a penny. Doesn't worth a penny. She says, I don't care what's gonna happen to you, but you didn't care about me. Ni paydo. Dupul ne merzi. Okay, let's go further. The altar of Slobodka. The altar of Slobodka said, once your spouse, doesn't matter, your husband, your wife, we don't take any sides here. In every family, two people are holding the house. It's not me, it's not you, and we are both obligated, and we are both committed, because the bridge of our house is standing on us. On this bridge, now walking our children, tomorrow our grandchildren, and after tomorrow our great-grandchildren. And we need to be supporting on each other, holding tight on each other, no matter what, no matter how, no matter where. Never leave your spouse. Even they say, I'll go walk by myself to my work, go drive, I don't want to do it. Never. Stay there. Stay there. Show your loyalty. You argue, nobody cares. Don't carry your arguments further. No. I'll be humble. I'll be humble. I'll put my head down. I don't care. I'm a man. I don't care. I'm a woman. I don't care. I have 5 children. I have 6 children. I don't care. Calm down. I'm loyal. You know what? Atkan arguments. We'll discuss this later, but forget about everything. Sit down to the car. I'll take you. We'll go together. No, call Uber. No, we'll go together. Loyalty. Once you're loyal, all the brachot on your heads. Your kids will learn this. Your kids will learn this. They will be loyal to you and they'll be loyal to the spouses. That's the biggest creation. That's the biggest happiness in the world. Altar of Slobodka says, always compliment always to each other, even though people do some mistakes. Who doesn't do mistakes? I read Torah 25 years in my life. I still get up and I make mistakes. Who doesn't make mistakes? So I don't say, I'm not going to read anymore. No. I'm going to get up and read again. I'm going to work on myself better to prepare better. But people make mistakes. Nobody's without mistakes. And you should know, I'm not coming here to give you advice what to do. Each one of you, I know you have beautiful family. You have beautiful children. A lot of your children were in my camp. You and some of you have amazing parents. Your parents are great people. You great people. I know you all. All of you, I know you for a long time. And I'm proud that today you came here just to support me. And Shabbat, no, Motzei Shabbat, just to go out. I used to go with my wife to Rabbi Shu's shiurim, sometimes to Rabbi Chanov's shiurim. Motzei Shabbat, we used to go, huh?
He's coming to soon, the theater near you.
Bezat Hashem. We used to go like this shiurim, and we would come down, at least just to go out, you know. Think today, not to come to learn something new. No, you do your good Shalom Bayit. You don't need nothing. Just, you came here to support the shiur. Thank you for that. And I'm really appreciated today. Look what Alter of Slobodka says. If you want a person to do a positive deeds, ben Adam lamakom or ben Adam lachavero, between you and Hashem or between you and people, you want someone to do positive, all you have to do is show how great that person is. Simple. You see something, say something but positive. When you say something positive, you have no idea how much you're gonna save a person. I had bar mitzvah student. We just got married. We had my daughter Chayesara in my hands. Chayesara was in my hands 24 years ago. Bar mitzvah student was destroyed from inside and outside. Stutters. Doesn't have good appearance. Doesn't have good voice. Talks. Hi, how are you? Everything's good. I said, huh? What happened? I live in bar mitzvah. His father says, Rabbi. We went to 4 rabbis. They said my son won't be able to sing this parsha. But he's embarrassed. All his classmates singing. In 3 months this parsha, this and this parsha. Can you please practice with him? I looked at my wife. I said, listen, I know at nights I have to be home, but you have to give me twice a week. I have to take care of this kid. She said to me, you'll be able to teach him? I said, yeah, of course. She said, I want to see that. My wife, at least 7 years of my life, every Friday night, she would fall asleep with my reading Torah. The way I read lane, now I don't lane because guys read, and this is why I make a lot of mistakes even. But when I prepare, it's terrible. I used to prepare every night, Friday night. She cooks, small kids go sleep, and then she would fall asleep with my singing, and she knows all my tunes. Any bar mitzvah tune, I'm not there, I put my wife always, please take care of him. And now I don't have bar mitzvah, but I used to. She knows all my tunes, it's crazy. And every daf in the Gemaras, you know, like half of quarter of the Shas, she heard it, 100% guarantee. Because those days I didn't have art scrolls to use. I would listen to recording through the Rabbi David Grossman 25, 30 years ago. She would listen, fall asleep with this. Okay? She gets much more than this, believe me, and she deserves it. I really have a lot of, and especially, do you know this first shiur, maybe second, right? Second shiur after that car accident. Hashem says, and today the guy who was with us in the car driving, he was with us in the shul today. He had almost tears when I told him, listen, Baruch Hashem, me and you life standing over here. And it was a really big miracle. But I'm going to tell you one thing. This kid, he finished this bar mitzvah lesson. He read better than all his friends. Why? Because I made a deal. I made a deal to come up with him before I say hello to him. Wow, I like your shoes. I like your pants. I believe today you know this pasuk well. He was horrible in the beginning. But I tried, close my eyes. I said, who knows if he'll make mistake? Me and two other rabbis in the shul, I don't care. I'll tell them, don't pay attention. I need to build a kid over here. Today, he's a rabbi. I'm not going to say his name, I'm not allowed. That today he's a rabbi. If he hears this, that's my enemy. But he is a rabbi. He gives speeches today. Why? Because you have to build a person and not break a person. Each one of you do an amazing job. I know your children. Each one of your kids so derech. Guys, each one of you in this shul, I never feel like I'm falling apart. Chas v'shalom. During construction, everyone came. Rabbi, we're here. During this, during that, campaigns, everyone. Why? Derech. And I'm sure you're doing this in your houses. And I want to thank you. Keep on going this way. Always find positive in a person. Always. Every person is positive. My father used to say, each one of us is a pomegranate. You open the bad pomegranate, 2-3 nice seeds you'll find there. Every Jew has good seeds. Look on that. Positive reinforcement. Look at positive and build on that. And you will see how a person can get far. You can't even imagine how a person can get far in life. Last piece of the day, we need to know, Maharal quotes the Gemara. Gemara says, Hashem made 10 speeches sent to this world. 9 God?
Women.
See, they know this. 9 God, women, 1 the whole world. Even from that, the whole world, 90% of that, women again too. What does that mean? Some people say, you see, yes, сказал, что ты болтушка. Yes, Sarko. Bottom line is, it doesn't mean that. You know what it means? It says sicha. What's sicha? From the word lasuach basadeh, prayer. We have to go modani and everything and prepare ourselves and korbanot reading and then after Baruch Shabbat start davening prayer. Woman doesn't need all this. She goes all the modani blessings straight Shema Yisrael, Shema Yisrael. Why? Rambam, choose one prayer out of 3 you want. I prefer you pray Shacharit, he says. Mincha you don't have to, Arvit you don't have to. I don't understand, man. Shacharit, Mincha, Minyan, no. Why they don't? Because we have to open. We don't have the power of speech that women have. For us to get prayer, we have to prepare ourselves. Prepare of the preparation. They will start praying. Woman doesn't need this. She opens her Siddur. Hashem opens the heaven, Gan Eden doors like he opens by Ne'ilah of Yom Kippur. With this, I'll give you a last story and I'll finish it. The Klozemengen Rebbe, 1905, they came to America. You know those days? Huh? Klozemengen Rebbe. 1905, they came to America. Now, they're looking for stores to rent to pray Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur. How they found the store? How many people fit? 170. Exactly how many men in the shul? How many congregation? They said, how much you went? 170 men in the congregation. That's all. We don't need anybody else. Klozemengen Rebbe came and said, איפה עזרת נשים? Where the woman will pray? They said, women? В кухне. They don't need to pray here. Why women to pray here? He said, guys, if women don't pray, I'm not praying with you. Rabbi, what are you saying? He says, our 20 hours prayer, 3 seconds woman comes, 1 tear, 1 woman open up, Hashem opens more gates of Gan Eden, of Sha'arei Tefillah, more than us breaking our head on the wall. He says, if woman doesn't pray here, there's guarantee no prayer will be accepted. I'm not praying here. Bye. They said, no, Rabbi, wait. We'll take different store, bigger store, renting, and we'll make their mechitza for women to pray. This is what it means. Hashem gave 9 gates of sicha to the woman. Why? They have stronger power to pray. Now, my advice to all of you. You know exactly what your family needs a little bit to be perfect family. In health, in wealth, in smiles more in the house, in dereches more in the smiles. When you're going to be driving or walking home, you have opportunity. You tell your wife, listen, do me a favor, 3 seconds, pray for our family while we're walking in the street. And you, women, tell your husbands, I want to first pray for Hashem, that you should be over our head in the family. And I wish you all beracha latzlacha besorot tovot. Thank you for coming. I'm sorry if Shur was boring, but
Not at all.
I'm sorry. And I hope everyone got something to his life. But you should know one thing.
When's the next one?
שבוע טוב, הצלחה רבה, בשורות טובות, you should see all נחת from your children, וכן יהי רצון ונאמר, אמן.
Bye bye, when's the next one?